let me finish beating Boss Rush with Jacob and Esau.
I'll check real quick. I'm live, Matthew. What's preferences? What the fuck is preferences? Oh. Skip unseen tabs. After choices. Transactions. I can choose to skip these? No, I'm not skipping anything. Blinking CTC. Quick menu. Visible. Hidden. Visible. Boil effect, parallax effect, flickering image on, auto advanced text off. I'm okay with this. Hey guys, welcome back to another game. Yes, we are back. We are playing Slay the Princess. Now, I'm not sure if I should. I'm not sure what to do. I'm personally thinking about slaying her, but I also don't want to. I want to be the hero. But we will see. Now, for you guys who are new to this game is a choice-making game. You can choose to either make choices or to not do any choices. I'm pretty sure there is a ending if you don't make any choices. Or any right, there's an ending for everything. If you don't make any right choices, there's an ending for that. If you make the right choices, there's an ending for that. If you go kind of half and half, make some of the right choices, make some of the wrong choices, there's endings for that. When you meet the princess, there's different endings you can do for her. You could either free her, slay her, or leave her be.
Beautiful music.
Indeed, the music is indeed beautiful. But yeah, let's start the stream, I guess. New game, Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Explore. Can't someone else do it? Explore. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Explore. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world indeed? Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. So I'm gonna explore.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course... Then I guess we'll just have to... But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and... So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. I'm slaying her. I don't care.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explorer, take the blade into the basement.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Huh.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all past. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too... You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? It's over. Don't get... We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think... And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no... Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs. closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in, but that day isn't today. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here.
I don't
This
like
is
that.
good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't like the narrator.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happy. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever. I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine.
Fuck you.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Okay. Chapter 2, The Spectra.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here. Oh. Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. forever.
Shut up.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you
Shut
came.
up, narrator. Fuck you.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
The world around you is underwound. Its physical matter replaced by texture nothingness. It is quiet. There's distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Of the lily paw slaughter as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Its fingers claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration, the vessel is full of you. Something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Ooh. Force pushing against your will, you cannot go back, not there. The world is broken beyond repair, we must weave something new. But I don't think there's only so much thread in the place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Denial?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We also dialogue the R1 on your controller.
Yes, but you'll have to slay.
Before I get it. Sweet, I've always wanted to. No, I got an
Make
idea.
your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter the basement. I have my own free will.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Mark fucked up my Mega Satan run.
Damn.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Why? Don't mind if I do.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
He keeps telling me to give up on Isaac and it's fucking annoying.
Binding her to the fire.
Yeah, now you know how I feel.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going upstairs.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time, or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
What the fuck? Eat up
Yeah.
not yourself.
Yeah.
Cut into her flesh.
Oh, I had that. You know, when you get a wound or something.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't care.
The
Resist.
blade. Move the blade.
No, fuck you, narrator.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world.
A perpetual loop.
Yep. I'm gonna proceed to the cabin real quick.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must
Okay,
be
I like
expressed.
voice of the Smithson.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror. That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
There's a fucking mirror right there, you dumbass.
I can't wait for when we do true Vault Hunter mode.
It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Me too.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us.
Again.
There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems... but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember, you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul You know she can't hear you. She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my... Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you, well, she killed us. Only because and you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially...
I have to ask, did you end the... I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you, it took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Refuse the princess, rescue the princess, slay the princess. I want to rescue
her? What are you talking? Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just... If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free... No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true...
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone else... Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now? That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other, We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do. And look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength. Enough with this true love nonsense. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You're supposed to go along with every whim
I love
of
this game
delusional
so
voice.
much.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the prince, and the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like that's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Damn. You get a chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away. Else in her
She's
place.
Cool. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that
Oh, fuck.
Why is it here? Why now? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and... I'm begging you, don't.
You push the mirror. The mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's... Wait. Oh. Yeah, I love the place that is empty. It is quiet here. You're at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you. I am solitary lights in an empty city. thoughts without connections, a dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I
I
am?
think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creek. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps... I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Gentle heart. So I'll do her.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Let me see if I can find any more endings.
You make your way. We're not going to ignore him.
I want to try something.
The interior of the cabin is ablaze. You take the blade.
I'm gonna listen until the end. I'm gonna see.
The door to the basement. Her voice, Carol.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Is she really? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't... The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clack.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the... We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on...
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just said that.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't need...
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell... That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim? The princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics, no matter how hard you try. You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key, then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes set. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is.
Too long. Oh, have you decided what to do?
You know why you're... Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's...
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the... Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the prince. Your shouts and pleas are met. I'll repeat myself once again. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd easier for who? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. Vela, the knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what... Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. Just you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape as the princess of... Wait, watch me. You bring the blade down on, okay? Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinched.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you, but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
As the blade falls from your trembling hand, you fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown rupture. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we will...
Oh, too weak to even try?
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just... I'm sorry. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a... You're here. It hasn't. Or if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it... You know I can... What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She is not going to kill you unless you let her.
It's a cabin.
A warning. She will lie. We might... Can we tone down the pessimism? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoyed. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress. I agree. Rescue her. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so? We don't feel small.
I want to approach the mirror real quick.
Walk up. What are you talking? You reach forward and rub. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. You take the blade from the altar. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her booming voice rolls up the...
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like... We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything... It doesn't matter what that... Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like the princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain by... The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was...
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such... Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. No, the last time we met you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude.
She's God.
Yeah, I told you, Matthew, she's literally God.
Is overdue for... It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you...
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. Like, you are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what the stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't...
What would you have me do?
all you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course, it's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it...
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to... The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no... The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of the song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am.
She scares me, holy shit.
You feel you must deliver me into the world, and from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better... Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference, because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will... Your will was so easily broken. All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close.
Do I really sound like that?
A little bit.
A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever. This is what we all deserve.
I forgot I can make multiple saves.
Flickering lights, an empty cityscape. Whenever you are ready.
I'm gonna save here. I'm ready to go.
I will long for you. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Overwhelming heat. Bring the tower to her.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Well guys, I'm gonna make a save here. If you guys like this stream, comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll try to do more streams daily. With that being said, see you guys at the next stream. Bye.